G'day friends, it's Lance here, and today's a hard day. See, we're picking up posts. This is the rented farm. Was. And look at these hills. Beautiful hills. Driftless part of Minnesota, southeast. And yet today is the day that the plow is here. The chisel plow is here, disc chisel. You see, these hills have been pastured for many years. Probably 40, 50 years probably, these hills. And the cows went 20 some years ago. And when the cows leave, we try to optimize. We try to we got a row crop every acre, for Pete's sake. I understand it, but sort of, maybe. Look at these hills. Rock everywhere, shallow. Ditches, look at the ditches. We used to row crop right down from here all the way to here, don't you figure? Nope, ditches everywhere. There's a ditch up here. You bury a UTV and you walk right over top of it down that draw. But friends, when the cows leave, communities suffer. I don't care. You might push back. Look at these hills. Look at the rock. Holy buckets. Here, let's zoom in. Look at that rock outcropping. Yeah, these are my neighbors. But let's just be frank about when the cows leave, for various reasons, health reasons, hard to make a living. But come on now. These hills, cripes, look at this. Some of this is 30% ground. And look what happens up here, we're row cropping. It's been a ditch since the year I moved here, 2020. Probably for 10 years before that. Dozer's been in there 3-4 times. Was in there twice already this spring. New round bales were set this spring. There was round bales set last year there. But if we don't put grass seed and we don't start thinking different, we're in trouble. And these hills, like I said, 50 some years of grass. Good friend of mine's running them again this year because, well, let's just say the renter told me this, excuse me, not the renter. Landowner told me last week that too much liability to bring cows on this farm that he owns. And that's what we did last year. You can check out some of our videos. So here we are. We went from pasture for 50 years. Been on a row crop for 20 years. I got to run it for 1 year because the current renter said, you take all that steep stuff, it's too bony. Look at the bone in there. And he's right, it's a bony sucker. Holy cow. But you know what? Why is it bony? Because we shouldn't be row cropping. If we are going to row crop, we better be no-tilling and we better be covering. Just walk here for a second. Look at the ditches in here. Look at the bone, the rock. Oh, we got some, all right. Look at it. Now, I planted a Syrah rye, 100 pounds of the acre here 2 falls ago. Grazed it twice, most of it. Put a warm season mix in. We did get a 4-inch rain like 3 days later, so it cut pretty hard. I did an experiment, I'm not gonna lie. I used some tillage on a couple of these fields. I didn't want to come in with Roundup, glyphosate. I wanted to try something, so I grazed it hard. Still didn't get the rye killed, so I came in here real shallow. Well, 4-inch rain, and you can see what we get. But truth be told, guy that's been running this for 20 years since the cows left, he told me, Lance, he says, Lance, can't grow beans on these hills. I said, why is that, Jim? He said, because it washes too much. And I thought to myself, yeah, look at the beautiful hills. Look at them. So instead of running beans, we run continuous corn. We get disc chiseled in the fall. Actually, just brought up the next fields over there. I've been running the disc chisel all morning. That's why I had to pull posts. So here we are, 50 years pasture, 20 years of row crop, continuous corn, full tillage, full synthetic fertilizer, full synthetic chemical program as far as herbicide. And where's our topsoil going? And I'm part of it. I'm part of this equation here. And I only had it for 1 year. But I can tell you what, these hills are made for pasture. And we do have a flawed system. It's called government intervention. Subsidies, cheap food, and you know what we get? Erosion, ditches. The worst thing is we have communities that are starving, nutritionally, economically, socially. It's very true. Drive across the heartland, the Midwest. It's about like this, dead. Goldenrod. Dead. Look at dead. There's no diversity underneath these box elder. Guarantee you there was better diversity when there was cows out here. Cows crapping. And those cows out here crapping are producing milk or beef. You know what else they're producing? Jobs. There's a feed mill. There's little co-ops in every halfway decent sized small town. Jobs. Creameries. Holy, we can't forget about them. Friends, when the livestock leave, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care if you're row cropping 1,000 acres, 100 acres, or 10,000. It's not a good deal. And here's the other part. Honestly, as a young farmer, 40 years old, I cannot afford to run this ground. Bony ground or up even on top. Can't afford it. Land rents are way too high for me to pencil it. Why? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but you can blame the government. I can tell you that much. Subsidies. Freaking, I don't even want to say it, but taxpayer subsidized crop insurance. I'm sure I'll get some flack from it. I don't care. I'd use it too if I was growing row crops, but I'm not. I'm growing cows and goats and horses, direct marketing, agritourism, and guess what? I don't get subsidies for that. Direct counter-cyclical payments. Don't even get me started. I could go on quite a rant, I'll tell you that much. These hills aren't made for row crops, I'll tell you that much. And yet, those are the cards we're dealt. Enough of me. I'd encourage you to put some comments in the box. How do we fix stuff like this? It's not a dozer. It's not even grass, seed, and straw. Those are temporary fixes. Step back and look at 10,000 foot. Don't look at the little trees. We got plenty of them sprouting here and here and here. But look at these. Look from 10,000 foot. Look at our communities. Think about them. Look at New Zealand and Australia. Now there's an example. Friends, we're gonna sign off. It's a beautiful May day. I gotta get trucking, so you guys have a good one. Enjoy your spring.